What's up? This is Bumps the Goose Scott.
I'm Elephant Pelican.
And I'm Nate.
And this is Rock Bottom. What first inspired me to really make a contribution to hip-hop was just freestyling with my friends, messing around at school. Didn't really listen to much hip-hop until I was about junior high or so, and it was a huge influence to kind of like fell into the culture.
Growing up with older siblings in the 80s, growing up as a kid when, you know, hip-hop was coming up as a new thing for everybody, and it was like creating a new feeling, a new energy, you know, for people to vibe out and gather up and create something as our own kind of a thing, you know. And that influenced me. It was something totally different than any music I had heard as a kid. And then once you start getting more and more into it, you start thinking, you know, hey, I want to get this feeling out to other people. You know, create that snowball effect, keep it going. It's something you love, you want to pass that and share that with other people.
I got through it through skate videos. This is where I first started hearing like hip hop that I really dove into, and what made me want to start making it, I just wanted to be cool, you know, and I'm still trying to be cool.
The summer of '98, we had borrowed some Technic turntables from my brother's friend, and I was just every day spinning his crates and crates of records. I was spinning every day, and I think that was the summer I really dove into hip hop as like something, you know what I mean? Like I fell in love with hip hop as an adult, you know.
First records I bought, hip hop, thinking Shaggy, Mr. Boombastic, Lil Montel Jordan. This is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
It's Friday night. It's really corny, but that's really like the first stuff that I heard that really like I was like, oh, you know, this whole other type of music exists. My mom used to play a lot of like Shaka Khan and Aretha Franklin and stuff like that. So a lot of soul and R&B music coming up.
I'd go from church. I'd go to church with my dad and my brother, and the church that we were going to, the pastor's sons, they did hip hop songs, and they redid the lyrics to them. Some ones in particular I remember was De La Soul's Me, Myself, and I didn't know who De La Soul was at the time, and Poison. The youngest kid was a little bit older than me, my age. I was like 10, maybe 12 at the most, and he was up there rapping, and I was just remember, I want to be like that guy.
My mom is a really artistic woman. I'm glad she likes it, because if she hated me making music, it'd probably be harder to make music.
I mean, my parents, they support it, you know, as well as they can, but, I mean, they're old school Mexican. My mom was a housewife, and my dad was a carpenter for 30 years, you know, so he always pushed, you know, get your education, you know, don't do labor like I do, you know, but at the same time, he's like, if you're not going to go to school, like I'm not, you know, he's like, do some labor, get a full-time job, make some fucking money with your broke ass, you know. So they've seen me put all that aside to make music, basically. They're cool, you know, as long as they see you happy, you're doing something you love, and your parents, you know, they're just going to be cool with that. If they see that on your face, you know, at the end of the day, that's what anybody, I think, wants for their kid, you know.
Yeah.
For them to be doing what they want. And, man, it takes a lot of courage to be doing the shit out of the box, you know, anyway.
I honestly don't think my parents cared. Not that they don't care about what I do, but it's like, I don't think it's something that was, they just want to see me doing something, being happy, and, you know, putting food in my stomach and a roof over my head. I don't do that with hip-hop, but I like it. Making music makes me happy, makes the people around me happy.
A younger person, you come across things growing up and they inspire you, but like once you kind of narrow down the focus of what you're doing and like your interests, it's like you can go and like seek out things, like looking through records, you know, listening to old stuff, all types of genres, learning how to play instruments.
Could be the whack MCs, you know? They can inspire you for real. You know,
Yeah.
you're like, damn, I want to smash on them, dude. Like,
Yeah.
they should not be up here right now. We're going on next. They messed
And then
up
there's
right
the
now,
people
or
who
they
are
messed
really
up
good,
going on
and you're
after.
like, oh man,
Exactly.
I need to step my game
And there's
up.
the people that are really dope, and you're like, cool, they're on a good one.
Yeah.
I feel more inspired now, a lot more inspired now than I did at the beginning. When I first started making music, it was kind of a joke, and now I think I'm starting to fall into myself, you know, and like my own voice.
The biggest challenge to overcoming this is yourself. You're always your own worst enemy.
And all our haters too.
It's a lifelong battle. There's good days, bad days. Days full of confidence, days full of crawl up into a ball and don't want to rap because you don't think you got it in you.
Leave behind like an honest interpretation of what I've experienced here. Hopefully people can relate to it, and if it helps them get through their problems, and you know, or it brings joy, however it gets to them, you know. I don't really ever think about it as being some kind of crazy legacy
Yeah.
that we're gonna leave behind. You know, other
We
than just doing what we're doing here, and
we'll be
people
that.
like it, cool.
We'll be, you know, how we're digging for records from 30 years ago. Now, you know,
Maybe
somebody
someone will pop
30
up
years
on
from
us,
now
yeah.
is gonna be digging. Oh man, Rock Bottom, man, these cats are dope. How come I've never heard of them and they never had a platinum record? Just keeping the tradition of real hip hop and its revolution spirit, you know, as a new thing alive. You know, if it helps these kids, you know, not listen to whatever maybe nonsense is on the radio or whatever, have them create something out of their self-expression and just keep hope alive for the human mankind. I don't know, just create a good thing, a positive thing if you can, you know.
Yeah.
Facebook.com/rockbottomsound.
Yeah.
We're up on there. That same Rock Bottom Sound on SoundCloud and Bandcamp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on there too.